Good evening, YouTube. We have more stuffs. We have Munchkin Marvel 3, mind you, which does come with more dungeons, and it does come with more treasures, and it does come with more doors, including J. Jonah Jameson Jr., I assume. And it wouldn't be an unboxing without a box. Somebody, I'm not naming names, but he's on the other side of the camera.
How you doing?
Got me the Munchkin box, so I don't have to use one of my old loot crates to store cards anymore. And it comes with stuffs.
The thing about those, there's 4 different covers for them.
I understand.
So I might find another one too. We need all 4.
What is it? Plastic thing. What? It's a big box that holds cards, and it comes with a few choice ones, just for funsies. And apparently, makeup sponges.
Painting sponges.
In case you want to cosplay as your favorite Munchkin. I'm already doing that. I cosplay as my favorite Munchkin every day. But it comes with a bunch of bookmarks, most of which I already have or made. With the Munchkin Bites bookmark of Powerful Empowerment, the Munchkin Legends bookmark of Hidden Lore, Gallbaron Gunslinging, Holiday Cheer, comes with a tree, the Winged Helmet of Swiftiness. I have like 30 of these. If you want to know how I acquired 30 of them, go back and watch our video on The Misadventures of Brandon. Wait, what do you mean I won? And the bookmark of Buried Treasure. Little cross promotion. And then that's not the important part, because most of these bookmarks, well, yeah, most of these bookmarks I already had. There's a couple of new ones, but you know, that's not the super fun part. The super fun part is new cards. The Boa Constructor, the Bookworm, worm with a Y, so like a dragon. The Earworm, which for some reason is not a dragon. The Earworm is funny. He's never going to give you up.
Great.
Have fun. That's in your head now.
Steve Jackson rickrolled us.
The Feet Cheat, Rollback, Hairspray, hey the buddy, Lightning Bolt, Weirdly Bearded, which I already had, but now we have one with a different thing getting at the bottom. No Guts, No Glory, +4 to either side, and the Cult Membership card, which is kind of an interesting card. We're not going to use it on here, but it's one of those things that if you have one, it's fun to have at like game stores. Place this card in front of you. At any time that someone not playing the game wanders by, you may invite him to take your next turn. If he accepts, you go up a level after he plays your next turn. You may, of course, offer Munchkin Lee advice to help him out. Give the good sport this card. You may only make one such attempt per game, no matter how many cult membership cards you have in your pocket. So it's fun to get more people into the game, but it's not going to really affect us as a gaming group. So that'll be fun. Put that over there. And with my swag that I got with Munchkin Marvel 3, actually I had the Lighter of Smiting already. The Dominant Genie, which we may have had a copy of last time. There'll just be 2 in the deck. Ghost Hands, which is for the glow-in-the-dark Jumbo D6s, which I do not have, but it has the same markings as the other Jumbo D6s, so we could still use it. Each glow-in-the-dark Jumbo D6 you have maximum of 2 is a Ghost Hand, which gives you an extra hand. At the end of your turn, roll each glow-in-the-dark D6. If it comes up 1 or 2, take the D6 off the table. You no longer benefit from that Ghost Hand. So it's an interesting thing. The Whisperers, it's just a little card. Slime Girl and Zombie Hireling, which we did get in the last...
The Whisperers has something else on it too.
What?
It's not just a Gwal.
Oh yeah, it's a +10, just like the dungeon that does that. That's nothing new. And the bookmarks I got with my swag is the Munchkin bookmark of Monarchal Misrule, which we also got one of those last time. The Munchkin Grim Tidings bookmark of Pugnacious Picnicking, we got one of those. And the Grim Tidings bookmark of Candy Coated Carnage, which is new. And I'm going to like wave it at Steven because I have one and he doesn't.
See this, YouTube.
Show everyone the bookmark so they can satisfy themselves that it is what you say it is. Play this bookmark when 2 Munchkins are fighting a single monster. They shove that monster into an oven, burning it up. The combat is over and no more cards may be played. That's an important part there. No one gets levels and the monster only has 1 treasure unless the monster's name includes the words wicked or witch. These monsters still have all their treasure. So that'll be fun. So we have all of these here swaggy cards to put away for now.
So much swag.
So much swag. And then we're going to shuffle these in. But those are all the...
Did you find any favorites that you wanted to go through on the Marvel Munchkin 3?
There's new dungeons, which I was going to go through. But most of the stuff in here, in the actual deck, is pretty much the same, save for the new affiliation, Guardians of the Galaxy, which is kind of interesting. Once per turn, you may discard a door card and a treasure card to discard the dungeon in play and draw a new one to replace it. So it basically cuts the price for discarding cards to change the dungeon in half, provided one is a door and one is a treasure.
Yeah, but it cuts it in half, but it makes it specific.
Correct. When you help a monster, or when you help a player fight a monster of level 10 or higher, you get a +2 bonus. And if you defeat that monster, draw a treasure.
Ooh.
So that'll be in addition to whatever deal you make with the person. So there's just an extra treasure for you.
That's pretty cool.
So there's a bunch of like races and classes and stuff that include things that you get if you help someone.
I'm recording. Okay.
Star-Lord, obviously. He am Groot. Rocket Raccoon. All of the Guardians are in there. All of your favorite friends. There's actually monsters that have pluses for every Infinity Gem you have in play, which is kind of a lot in the Marvel set. And again, we're going to shuffle these in to the representative sample that we use, and then we'll see them more often for a while, and then we won't see them until we reshuffle, and then we'll see them even more. We'll see them interspersed throughout. After we reshuffle, I've decided this. After we reshuffle, I'm going to separate all of the genres out, and then we're going to play one genre each week until we run out.
And
then we'll shuffle them all back together so that you see how the genres play just with each other as opposed to the full blended goodness that we have.
I like this idea.
And as genres come up that have, say, dungeons, we'll play with just those dungeons, and seals when we play Apocalypse, which means we won't see seals for a while, so we won't have any games that end prematurely. But I'll read all of the new dungeons to us as well, because it did come with new dungeons once again. Titan. When Titan is revealed, each player with 1 or more Infinity Gems in play loses a level. All monsters get +5 when fighting a player with an Infinity Gem in play.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So that's basically any treasure that says gem at the end.
Yeah.
Kiln. Prison for the most powerful and dangerous criminals in the universe. Monsters level 15 and higher get an extra +5, but will not pursue anyone of level 5 or below. Which is interesting because Thanos, which is the level 20 monster in this one, doesn't have the will not pursue literature on there. So, whatever you are, he will find you and he will crush you. He will
help Thanos.
He will Liam Neeson your ass. I'll find you and I will kill you. Xandar. All allies have an extra +1 in combat, and players may have 1 additional ally. Discard any excess allies when you leave Xandar. Sakaar. When Sakaar is revealed, if you have Hulk or She-Hulk in play, go up a level. This cannot be a winning level. The highest level players cannot ask for help in combat while on Sakaar. Hala. Hala. Homeworld of the technologically superior Kree. One-shot items with a combat bonus are worth an extra +2. You only have to sell 800 gold pieces worth of items to go up a level here. Cancerverse. Oh, good. It can be defeated with Chemoverse. Bonuses from allies count for the monster side here. And players may not discard allies for automatic escape or any other reason.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, yeah, I got me some Hulk. Yeah, we're in the Cancerverse. Damn! Nowhere. Guardians of the Galaxy get an extra +2. Headgear is worth an extra +3. Because it's the head of a giant alien. Niflheim. Realm of Mist and Death. Roll the die at the start of your turn. On a 1, you get lost in the mist and must skip your turn.
Oh, Jesus.
Players who have died in this game get an extra +5 in combat. I'm going to say, for future purposes, you roll for the seal before you roll for this.
Okay.
So if you have to skip your turn, you may have opened a seal and then not gotten a turn.
Well, normally, isn't
that's
that
just
how it
me.
works anyway?
It's an optional rule.
Okay.
So I'm just declaring it here.
Okay.
Atalon. Inhumans get an extra +2. Everyone may have 2 extra ranks worth of powers here. Discard excess powers when you leave Atalon. Battle World. Ooh, how uniquely named. Remnant of the collapse of the multiverse. I knew I should have paid it for the insurance to keep that up. At the start of each combat, the first monster in combat gains the abilities and bad stuff of the top monster in the door discards in addition to its own.
Oh.
What if it's Explodo Man? Blue area of the moon. It's where you can say all the bad words on the moon. Players may not help one another in combat. They can only sit by and watch. Sounds ominous. Universal Church of Truth. Players get no bonuses or abilities for their affiliations here and have -3 for each affiliation. Players with no affiliations and no allies get an extra +3. So these are our new dungeons. And we have new portals, obviously, and a bunch of new monsters, and you will see them as we play.
Can I say one thing? I must say, Steve Jackson, that seems like this set's dungeons are meant to fuck us without lube.
Maybe a little meaner than normal, but there's some good ones in there.
Oh, there's some good ones. There's some really raunchy, nasty ones, though.
But, you know, like, share, favorite, subscribe, and we'll see you at the actual game, which for you will be in like 5 seconds. But for us will be in a few minutes because we have to shuffle these in.
Bye.
Bye.